Part 1, The Ancient Path to Wealth at 20. Imagine this. You're 20 years old. No fancy college degree. No viral TikTok. No startup pitch to investors in suits. Just, you, a quiet mind, and old wisdom passed down from those who built empires without the internet. You wake up before the sun, not because some influencer told you to, but because your grandfather once said, the richest people are the ones who know how to beat the morning. You wash your face with cold water, whisper a small prayer, and start your day with silence, no scrolling, no notifications, just intention. Back then, people didn't chase money. They chased value. They built things people actually needed. They learned how to listen before they spoke. And they never underestimated the power of consistency. At 20, you don't need to be a millionaire. But you do need clarity. You need to understand that wealth isn't just paper, it's character. It's how you carry yourself when no one's watching. It's how you treat someone who has nothing to give you in return. The ancient path to wealth wasn't taught in schools. It was shown through action. Helping your neighbor without being asked. Spending less than you earn. Investing your energy where it matters. Not wasting your youth chasing every trend, but planting seeds that grow roots. Maybe you sell herbal drinks from your backyard. Maybe you offer to help someone fix their roof for a fair price. Or maybe you write poems that touch people's hearts, and someone offers to print them. Whatever it is, you give more than you take. You serve, not sell. And little by little, money begins to follow. At 20, you don't need to be flashy. You need to be wise. You need to remember that the old ways worked for a reason. They were grounded in patience, trust, and real connection. When your peers are chasing status, you're chasing substance. When they mock simplicity, you embrace it, because you know the quieter the work, the louder the reward. This is just the beginning. In the next part, we'll explore how old wisdom, things like bartering, community trust, spiritual discipline, and disciplined routines, were used to build wealth in ways modern people have forgotten. Because sometimes, the ancient way is the richest way. Part 2, The Forgotten Wealth Codes Hidden in Simplicity. In a world obsessed with quick riches and flashy success, the true wealth builders are often the quiet ones, those who master simplicity. It sounds boring, right? But what if I told you that behind this simplicity lies a set of forgotten wealth codes that the ancients lived by? And if used today, they could transform a broke 20-year-old into someone financially unstoppable. Start with this. The old way didn't chase status. It chased value. Real value. People who became rich in the old days didn't go viral on social media or win a lottery. They quietly built skills, offered something people needed, and reinvested what they earned, again and again. They treated every coin like it had the power to shape their future. And you? You're in a better position than they were. You've got knowledge at your fingertips, access to global markets, and technology that can multiply your impact. But only if you can think like they did. You see, ancient wealth was built with long-term vision. Most 20-year-olds want results now. Fast money. But fast money usually leaves faster than it came. The old-school path taught patience, and patience wasn't passive. It was strategic. Every small move was intentional. Every saving had a purpose. Every risk was calculated. Want a secret? Wealth doesn't come from what you earn. It comes from what you keep and how you grow it. The people who made money the ancient way were masters of control, emotional control, financial control, and self-discipline. They didn't splurge to impress. They didn't chase every trend. They stayed rooted in values, skill, service, and smart reinvestment. So how does this look for you now? It means you start tracking every cent, even if you only make a little. You build a skill, even if nobody's watching. You show up every day, even when results are invisible. That's the ancient path, quiet consistency that compounds into something massive. Let's make this real. Imagine two people at 20. One chases hype, trendy investments, impulsive buys, always looking rich. The other one? Boring on the surface. Learning a trade. Living below his means. Saving religiously. Reinvesting wisely. Come back 5 years later. The first person is burned out, maybe in debt. The second? Quietly owning land, running a cash-flowing business, or having capital to invest in big opportunities. That second person. That can be you. But only if you stop following the noise and start honoring the ancient codes of wealth, discipline. Delay. Focus. Simplicity. Repetition. It may not feel exciting today. But years from now, when people ask how you did it, your answer won't be a lucky break. It'll be, I just did the boring things every day, better than anyone else. And that's power most people overlook. Part 3, Mastering the Ancient Mindset, What They Did That We Forgot. So now you know, real wealth wasn't built on hype. It was built on boring, brilliant moves. But here's the part most people ignore, the mindset behind those moves. And without mastering this, no tactic will save you. The old masters of wealth, farmers, merchants, builders, craftsmen, had one thing in common: they didn't chase freedom first. They chased discipline. Sounds backwards, right? But here's the truth: the disciplined become free. The undisciplined become slaves, to money, to debt, to emotions. At 20, your biggest enemy isn't lack of money. It's distraction. It's comparison. It's the lie that you're falling behind because others seem ahead. But the ancient mindset didn't care what others were doing. It focused on control. Control your habits. Control your time. Control your thoughts. Let me ask you, can you sit in silence and think for 30 minutes without touching your phone? If not, your mind is already owned by something else. The ancient path to wealth started with clarity. Not big dreams, but clear steps. They knew, if I plant seeds, care for them daily, and protect the harvest, I will eat. Today, those seeds are your skills, your energy, and your choices. Here's how they thought, and how you can apply it. 1. They worked first, played later. You wake up and scroll. They woke up and built. Choose which version of you wins. 2. They lived under their means. You make $500. Live like you make $300. That gap is power: invest it, grow it, protect it. 3. They didn't need validation. Nobody clapped for them. But their results clapped back, years later. Can you delay applause for real impact? 4. They repeated until mastery. You try something for 2 weeks, give up, move on. They did it for years until it became second nature. Modern people crave dopamine. Old wealth builders craved progress. One is addictive. The other is transformative. If you want to be rich in your 20s using the old ways, here's your daily formula. Wake up early. Do hard things first. Learn one high-value skill obsessively. Cut spending emotionally, not logically. Invest every extra dollar like it's a soldier. Rest, but not escape. Track your growth, every week. It sounds small. But so did planting rice for a farmer. So did carving stone for a mason. So did selling candles for a merchant. Until they all became rich while others were still dreaming. Remember, your 20s are not for flexing. They're for foundations. If you build what others avoid, discipline, delayed gratification, high-income skills, then by 30, you'll be living the life they pretended to have in their 20s. Part 4, The Final Blueprint, Becoming Rich at 20 the Ancient Way. You've made it this far, which means you're different. You don't just want quick tips, you want a system. A blueprint that actually works, without selling your soul or relying on luck. Let's wrap everything into one final punch, a step-by-step ancient strategy, modernized for your 20s. This is the path. Step 1, cut the noise. Unfollow people who make you feel behind. Turn your phone into a tool, not a trap. Every scroll steals your future. Replace 1 hour of distractions with 1 hour of deep focus daily, that alone can change your life in a year. Step 2, pick one path. You don't need 10 side hustles. Pick one boring, high-value skill, sales, writing, coding, design, or any craft people pay for, and go all in for 1 to 2 years. Mastery isn't about passion. It's about consistency when motivation fades. Step 3, live like you're broke, on purpose. Even when money starts coming in, pretend you're still broke. Your 20s are not for showing off. They're for stacking cash, investing in skills, and buying your freedom later. Step 4, invest in your brain. Books, mentors, courses, not fake guru junk, but real, proven value. One idea can save you thousands. One mindset shift can fast-forward your future. Step 5, build reputation before revenue. People pay people they trust. The ancient merchants knew this, trust was currency. Be the person who shows up, delivers more than expected, and never flakes. Reputation compounds. Step 6, move in silence, win in private. You don't need to announce your hustle. You don't need to post your goals. Let your results speak. Silence has power. And surprise has impact. Step 7, stay dangerously patient. Everyone wants results in 30 days. But you play the long game. Because the people who plant the deepest roots are the ones who survive every storm. Here's the truth. Becoming rich at 20 through ancient methods doesn't look sexy. It looks like waking up early while your friends sleep. It looks like cooking at home while others eat out. It looks like saying no to fun now so you can say yes to freedom later. But 5 years from now, while most are still trapped, still broke, still tired, you'll be free. Because you didn't chase the modern hype. You followed the ancient truth. And that will always win.